Hi everybody! So, I'm making this video. I'm going to do some channeling with spirit. I've recently heard that there is a conversation that the solar eclipse was a hoax. So I thought I would just explore this on my own and we can see if the solar eclipse was a hoax or just see what my spirit guides have to share about that, okay? I personally feel that whether it was a hoax or whether it wasn't a hoax, it was a beautiful experience that brought humanity together to share in an awing moment, connecting us with nature and raising the frequency of each other. So for me, whether it was a hoax or not, it doesn't matter, because the end result is what matters. The end result of love and connectedness is what matters. So that being said, that's just my personal side, but I'm just curious to see what my spirit guides have to say about that, okay? So I'm just going to relax here and we'll see what comes. I see what is a woman. She is kneeling. She's looking out her window. There's a really bright orb of light in the sky. It looks like the moon, like a full moon. The full moon is moving, just slightly moving down and then up, and it's sort of like it could, like we were at the top of the earth, and it's sort of just spiraling around like this. She doesn't see all that it does. She can only see a portion of what actually happens because she only lives in a portion of the planet where she can only see so much of what is happening. But this is what she sees at night, out her window. Just this small experience of the moon. She's not fully at the window with her head out looking in every direction. She is simply kneeling with a distance of space and then looking up at what she can see of the full moon that is visible out her window. Spirit asks, what would happen if she could take her hand and pluck the moon out of the sky and then hold it in the palm of her hand? Would you consider her a god? Would you be afraid of her? Would you love her? These are just perceptions of human beings who are observing this miracle. What about the human being that is her, that has the power to pluck the moon out of the sky? How do you think she feels? She plucks the moon out of the sky. She's holding it as a ball in her hand, and portions of the moon are in shadow and portions are illuminated. She sort of tosses it into the air and it levitates before her. She gets giggly and wants to play tennis. She jumps up. She's thrown the ball in the air. She manifests a tennis racket. The whole space changes and now she's playing tennis, and the moon is simply a ball that she can hit back and forth on a court. She can do whatever she wants to the moon. She owns it. She possesses it. It's in the palm of her hand. She wants to hit the moon like it is a tennis ball. She can do that. Do you feel that she does not have a right to take the moon from the sky and use it like a tennis ball? She herself is exploring how this experience makes her feel. She experiences joy, freedom, exhilaration, excitement. She doesn't experience the moon as though it has feelings or that it belongs in the sky and it should stay in the sky. That you should not touch the moon. You should not pluck planets and moons out of outer space and turn them into tennis balls. She doesn't have any emotions associated with that. She simply feels joy. Like a child, she's exhilarated. She's squealing. She's giggling. She's laughing. She's having the time of her life. Spirit says she is not hurting the moon when she hits the moon back and forth. The moon starts to develop a friendship with her. The moon wants to be a part of this game as well. The moon starts to giggle and to laugh and almost become like a person too, but it's invisible and it's still a tennis ball. Who is she playing tennis with? I have no idea, but the ball does come back to her. Almost like a dog that is playing fetch. But it is the frisbee. It is the ball. And it always comes back to her. It sees her as its best friend and companion. It doesn't ever want to be removed from her hand, but not necessarily from her hand, but from her heart. It wants to be a part of her heart. It wants to be a part of her joy. It wants to know what love feels like. It has felt so lonely out there, all by itself, without anybody to pluck it out of the sky and actually want to play with it, actually care about sharing their life with it. It's interesting because the moon starts to turn into a sun and it feels alive with radiant love energy. And that radiant energy is starting to manifest light everywhere. It doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt. She is starting to experience the glow of the sun in her own heart. She is mesmerized by the reality that the moon could become the sun, and that they could both be one and also be felt within her heart. She feels like God has given a miracle to her, a miracle that she will never forget, a gift and a blessing that is truly astronomical. She will never forget this moment. In fact, she lays her tennis racket down, she sits down on the tennis court, and she feels the bonding between the sun and the moon, and it creates warmth within her heart. So immense, so beautiful, so overwhelming, she starts to weep. She is so thankful for this moment. She could not be more thankful for anything. She does not even know how to express her gratitude to the heavens that they would manifest such a gift for her. This expression of gratitude, it lingers. There is a pause between what she should do next and how heaven will receive her gratitude. There's a very long pause and almost a separation between the two, as though they're disconnected. Heaven says nothing, and she then starts to feel nothing within her heart. Everything starts to become empty and dead and lifeless. She is back to kneeling at her window, feeling like a fool. She even takes her own hand and slaps her own face. She wants to take a knife and cut that dream out of her heart. She hates herself for being so fucking stupid. That's how severe she's become in this illusion of hell that she's manifesting for herself. She's very overcome by some sort of evil energy, and she can't override it. She's swimming in it. She's becoming it. She's even wanting to hurt herself for being so stupid as to believe that something so beautiful could actually happen in the heavens. All the while, heaven watches her reactions and behaviors, her shifts and changes of emotion. There's nothing heaven can do to help her see the difference between the love and joy and gratitude she had emitted and now the personal hell and self-punishment she is enduring. Heaven is now asking you, the viewer, which experience do you choose for yourself? Which would you prefer? Because you can decide how you want to believe in things, perceive things, become one with thoughts in this world, perceptions, love energy or chaos energy. What should heaven do about it? What should heaven do if you are grateful for a solar eclipse, or you are self-punishing because you believed the solar eclipse was real? Either way, you're the decider. You're the chooser of your own experience. So that's what my spirit guides have to say about that. All right. I'm just pausing and disconnecting with the energy. I want to thank you for exploring this video with me. If you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one through a psychic session, I would totally love to visit with you. Please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.